Rajdeep, I want to begin with you. Since 1985, the state of Himachal has always alternated where governments are concerned. This time around, do you see it as unpredictable as that, or do you see the BJP coming in again, hoping to once again have a saffron outcome?
You know, if you go by history, you'd suggest that the Congress should win. So history is with the Congress. If you go by chemistry, you would suggest that there is an element of anti-incumbency at the local level. Clearly, if you look at the numbers, and I'm going by the polls, I haven't travelled, but the polls show that Jairam Thakur, Chief Minister's ratings pretty low. 37% was his popularity as per the C voter poll, rated his performance as good. That's well below average and clearly suggesting anti-incumbency. If you go by the popularity of the Prime Minister, in all the polls and indeed in the 2019 election, where the BJP won a whopping 69% of the popular vote, the highest across northern India, you'd think that the Modi factor should pull the BJP through in a close contest. So I think arithmetic is and chemistry in a small state like Himachal are difficult to measure, because remember in 2017 itself, Preeti, out of the 68 seats, 20 seats had a margin of less than 3,000, 10 seats had a margin of less than 1,000. Now, given those close margins, given that many of the seats in Lahaul Spiti, where Sachin Pilot is, you know, the total strength of a constituency is about 30-35,000, it's tough to predict. But what is very clear is that you have two parties with very different strategies. The Congress is seeking to localize this election, raise issues like the concerns of apple growers, the old pension scheme, rising prices, unemployment. And the BJP is seeking to make this election once again about Mr. Modi. Mr. Modi last week made it very clear, you vote for a lotus in Himachal, you're voting for me. And even JP Nadda went to the extent of saying it was Mr. Modi who got you the vaccine. And, you know, uniform civil code, the issues, how do I make this a national leadership question is the BJP strategy. How do I localize it and fight constituency by constituency is the Congress's strategy. Just one last point. You've got at the moment 20 BJP rebels out of 68 constituencies, and you've got 12 Congress rebels. So that makes it even much more difficult to predict. But however, I would say that at the end of the day, like in Uttarakhand, whoever wins that last mile race, and there the BJP's resources can make a difference, has the edge in a state like Himachal.
You know, that's what the perception is usually. If it's going to be a tight contest, the BJP will pull it through. Will it be a tight contest? What is it looking like? I'm going to ask two people who've been there in the last 10 days. Saurabh Dwivedi, editor Lallan Top, is joining us, as well as Mausami, my colleague who's right now joining us from Shimla. Saurabh, shukriya, aap humse jude, par पिछले एक हफ्ते आप हिमाचल में ही, हफ्ते 10 दिन से हिमाचल ही, आपका क्या भाव है, क्या सोचते हैं, क्या होने वाला है?
जी मुझे आवाज आ रही है, जी आ रही है, आवाज आ रही है.
Saurabh, chaliye, while we audio check with Saurabh, I want to cut across right now to Mausami and then come back to Saurabh. Mausami, you've been tracking the campaign, both of the Congress and the BJP. The Aam Aadmi Party had thrown in its hat. Clearly, you know, they pulled back. They've understood it's a tactical retreat. It's going to be BJP versus the Congress. What is it looking like to you?
Preeti, I'm in Shimla right now, and I can tell you that it is BJP versus the Congress primarily, but I will add a third party to it, and that's the independents. So the independents, the rebels, you know, really hold the key, because considering that it's got 68 seats, it's always been a swing match between the BJP and the Congress, and almost 35 rebels are standing as far as the BJP is concerned. Now, the BJP might have been able to reach out to some, but I'm still told that over a dozen seats to 18 seats, the rebels could play a key factor, and that, you know, adds up to a lot. And that's one reason that you saw that audio clip, that video clip going viral, where Modi is speaking to one of his workers, telling him to back out. So the rebels, you know, really hold the key. The other thing is that it is also about, BJP talking about Naya Rivaj Banayenge, and that is talking about that the BJP is going to repeat power, and the Congress firing a verbal volley talking about Rivaj Jari hai, Congress aa rahi hai. So we've seen a lot of poster war as far as the sloganeering is concerned, but as Rajdeep just added, the key issues that really concern in Himachal, it's different from Uttarakhand. Literacy rates are high, people are patient, the local factors weigh heavy, the big faces or the national factors I don't see them playing out so critically in these elections. So that's one important factor, that the local faces, the candidates matter, whether they have a people-to-people contact, and the voter is mum this time. They're not very vocal. We've seen, generally we've seen that the voters of the BJP are very vocal, but the voters are mum, and the OPS, yes, is going to be a very critical one, and also the unemployment issue, another critical voters issue that could play out for the BJP in the negative. So we will have to wait and see, but I can tell you that the last leg of the campaign will see all the bigwigs coming down to Shimla and the other parts of Himachal.
Mausami, thank you for joining us.